Game days we'll get in 7:15, 7:30, set up laundry, make sure breakfast area is set up, make sure locker room's cleaned up. We'll hang jerseys, socks, and then obviously get our cup of coffee, get ready. Players will come in, anything they need we do, whether it's skate repair, equipment repair. Some guys may need new socks, some guys may need new gitch, we do all that. And then really we just sit in the locker room and wait for problems to present themselves, which they always do because guys are always finicky. Let's see what your pair is in the spare. If not, you're any options. So I'm cutting and pasting right now. There it is, beginning of an nameplate. What you got? Can I get it sharpened up? Yeah. I gotta be careful with this nameplate. Normally I'm a little more aggressive, but since Bindi will be playing again, I don't want to ruin the nameplate. There he is. Watts. Morning skate, once they get on the ice, I'm happy. Because if everyone's skating, that means we did our job that morning. It's kind of like my relaxation time to watch them skate and really not have to worry about working for the half hour that we skate out there.
Put a note on it, and right there.
Guys will come off, that's when the laundry machines start really churning away. We'll get the jersey socks in, we'll get their laundry in, we'll restock towels, throw the towels into the dirty hamper, make sure all the, the Pepsi machine's stocked, we make sure the coffee's stocked for that night. We'll get the water bottles ready for the bench, the 10-gallon cooler ready for the bench. I'll set the locker room up with towels, their socks, their jerseys, a specific way they go on the bench, and we'll hang the game laundry. We have 2 sets, a practice and a game set.
I usually tend all the gear, make sure the gear is all nice and straight and organized so it looks nice and it's not a disaster in their stalls. Some of the guys like to make their stalls a little messy, but I'm always there. We'll clean it up and make it look nice. I do the visors. I'll clean every guy's visor so it's nice and clear, no sweat on it.
Once the lights go off, that means the locker room's shut down for the afternoon. It means everything's set, we're good to go. Locker room is ready for the game.
Christmas stuff up.
Yep.
Can you talk about your this affection for Christmas?
I love Christmas. Right after Thanksgiving, I start the music up right away. Every time we're driving, sharpening skates, it's always Christmas music, and Dillon feels the same way. He loves Christmas.
Ole Kolzig and Westy, they did up their room.
We got into kind of a feud with the goalie department.
Josh and I all right, we love Christmas. Who doesn't love Christmas? Christmas is the best time of the year.
They were setting their room up and they were chirping us because we were bah humbug, so we're like, okay. So we went over the top, and we won that year in the Instagram challenge that we did, and they've been sour ever since. So every year we try to upgrade and get something better, and they have no chance over there because their office is small and they can't fit much. So one of my traditions I do is I wait until 3:30 to do goalie skates. I always do them right before the game. I don't know why I do it. It's just something that makes me feel comfortable. So I do the starter first. So whether it's Vitek or Sammy, I'll do them first. And then the backup goalie, I'll do second. I don't, like I said, I don't know why I do it. It's just something I've kind of inherited from my uncle from when I was working in Anaheim and working with him throughout his career. That's the way he did it. So it makes me feel comfortable and a part of like his teaching to me that, you know, I'm doing it the way he did it, and it makes me feel good to do that. Dillon and I will just keep making laps through the locker room just to make, we don't like to hang out in there before a game just because we like them to have their own space. So we'll just do laps. We'll go in a circle just waiting for someone to ask for something. We eat at 5:30 every day because that's the coaches' meetings with the boys, so we know in that time there's not going to be any problems or anything because they're going to be watching video and getting ready for the game. I always come out at 22, 23 o'clock. I throw pucks at 19, and we have our coffee, and the boys come out at 16, so every day it's the same thing for us every game day.
We're just always on the bench there at warm-ups in case they need anything, always to take care of it.
Everyone has their set amount of pucks. Everyone has their guys they throw them to. So Dillon has his guys. I got my guys.
Megs, he likes to come over and he squirts the Gatorade. He gives me some. He thinks I'm thirsty all the time. Hockey, you know, it's all about the chirping, you know, and like I'm a jokester when it comes to like to have fun with the guys, you know, and like kind of prank them a little bit.
Great sense of humor, always smiling, always laughing, always quick to give a couple of our other staff members a jab or two.
Josh likes to do it too. He'll do the same thing, and like that's kind of where I learned it from Josh. Like he likes to do it too, so like don't let Josh fool you on that one. He's a little prankster too. When you have a guy skate over to you, especially goalies, because goalies are particular about stuff, and when a goalie skates over to you, is like, hey, like Sammy, he likes to skate really sharp, and he came over, he's like these skates, and spoke a little Russian. I have no idea what Russian he said to me.
Not sharp enough? Okay.
What I did was I went in and got new steel because it's higher, and it'll make them feel taller and a little more structured on the ice. So I threw in new steel for that night just to, you know, if I can get him on the ice and he shakes his head yes, I know I'm good.
He's at the end. He's as sharp as they can get. Yeah. Like, it's impossible to go any sharper.
I'm lucky because of my uncle Sluggo. He's been in the league for 37 years, so he has a lot of experience. And like I said to all my guys that help me, I said, you learn every day. And I'm not afraid to ask for help, even though, you know, I'm the head guy here. I've been doing it. I don't know everything. I'm learning every day. So I called him. I'm like, this is the problem I'm having. I don't know what to do. I'm as deep as I can get with the machine. And he goes, well, try to profile the goalie skates flatter. I never thought of it. I don't know why. So I threw Sammy's skates on the profiler. I made them as flat as I could, sharpened them as deep as I could, and it's been unbelievable ever since. He has no complaints. He's been fine. He hasn't said anything, which is, you know, a testament to, you know, just being able to go out and ask for help.
You want me to do it a little more? I can do it here, Fisch.
Yeah, maybe just see how like leveled they are. I feel like the rig one is so much like higher.
He's very particular with the skates, and he's a guy, not many guys know, but some guys are very in tune with their edges.
For me, I like it pitched forward more, just because it's, as a forward, you're skating more forward, and sometimes do you have it pitched backwards? It's just where the blade sits. That's all it is. It's the balance point of the blade.
I'll fix them. Thank you. I got Scarbs. I'm good.
And he knows when it's 1 or 2 points offline, which means sharpening, we sharpen almost every day, that it kind of sharpens it out. So as soon as he feels that, he'll come to me and say, hey, I feel like I'm back on my heels, or I feel like I'm too center of the ice and I need to change this.
And they do a great job. I mean, they're a great team, the two of them. You know, if one's doing the skates, the other guy picks up the slack on the other end.
You want to run that in?
What?
All right, here we go.
Wags and I have a pregame routine, and Wags and I will always yell. We'll just scream. Like I think it's Beck and Tuna. They do it. So like Wags and I kind of like imitating them, and we do it too. And then like it's excellent. Even when we're on the road, if sometimes Wags will not travel, I will FaceTime Wags before going out to the bench, and I will scream. He'll either is at home, anywhere, he'll answer, and he'll do it right back, and then we hang up right away.
My end's always D, so it's Louie and Hobbsy get the sniffers. If VTech's backing up, he'll get a sniffer as well. He loves them. And then they always throw them to me. And then I always like to wave it around Dillon and Randy's eyes. It makes them water. I think it's kind of funny. It's just having fun.
Hello.
From that point on, we're waiting for sticks to break.
13 right here.
I'm always joking around with them, pushing Randy off the ledge, or, you know, nudging Dillon or throwing towels at him. Just to, I don't know. During the game, it's another break time, right? You don't have to do much. So we're talking. We have walkie-talkies. I talk to Lulu or the docs in the back, just making jokes. You know, nudge Wellesley here and there because he pushes me off the bench sometimes. He kind of gets into it. So.
That's for Willie. Let's go. Watch 12, eh? He just got slashed.
Game times are fun for us. I started in 05 with Beak. He brought me as a stick boy, and getting 2 pair of gloves was like a sin.
13 gloves here.
I was viewed as needy, and you don't need that. Only the top vets got 2 pair of gloves. Nowadays, the way the guys are, it's kind of adapted into that, where most guys have 2 pair of gloves because they like them dry. Because when they get wet, it's sliding on their stick, or they're just uncomfortable with wet gloves. So.
Don't sit, boys. Don't sit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Dot is your guy. Just inside the dot.
Nice play, Leachy.
We're all watching for stick breaks, you know, and anything that'll happen, you know, like a helmet breaks or like a guy's chin strap falls off. We have our bench bags there that have tools in there and everything.
Screwdriver. Thank you. Screwdriver. Do we have any spray out here? All right, Bart. Cheesy. That's it, Bart. Oh, what's up, baby?
Second period shots on goal for Hershey, 15. Brings you green total 28 for wilkes-barre Scranton, 7.
Sammy's really big on drying gloves. His gloves get dried every period. VTech's hit or miss depending on how many shots he faced that game. We always use hair dryers, and Dillon and I sit out in the hallway, and once again, we're just cracking jokes, making fun of each other.
Yeah, we have 2 different kinds. They're both rated the same. It just depends what padding you like. They're probably just in meeting, eh?
It's funny because I always yell at Dillon or Andy because they get all excited, grab the sticks, and try to force their way up the tunnel. And I'm like, guys, they're going out in the ice to celebrate. You don't got to run that quick. But we'll put the sticks back on the rack. I grab the sticks from the guys.
If it's a win, we all shake the coach's hands, always congratulate the boys coming through and all that.
3 stars will go out.
If they're first, second, or third star, they'll hand me some of their gear and I'll put it back in their stall.
And then Carbs will have his post-game meeting.
The astronaut helmet that we will always grab and put in the player stall that had it from the win previous before that game.
The space helmet comes out, which is the outstanding player of the game, or out of this world player of the game. And after they do that, I'll collect jerseys, socks. We start the washers right away. If it's a game the next day, we'll sharpen. So Dillon and I will sharpen right away. And Randy will run around, do the cleanup, organize gear, get the towels, clean the bathroom, pick all the drinks up off the stalls, recycle or throw away depending on what it is. Restock tape, restock pucks for the next day. Any guys broke sticks, we'll go back, grab their stick, put it in the rack so they come in, they don't have to ask. Like I said, I grew up with him. We went to Mill Road Elementary back when, you know, he lived right beside school. I lived 10 minutes away, so we were hanging out longer than I can remember. And we got in a lot of shenanigans together as kids, playing roller hockey. We played ice hockey, played high school all together. I mean, we were best friends for a long time, and he always wanted in this position, and I was always adamant to do it because we were so good friends, and he didn't have much experience.
I honestly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Josh. Josh taught me a lot, and many of the years, like even before, like he would have a portable sharpener at his house, and he taught me how to sharpen there and everything. And he brought me in here as a stick boy when Justin Coleman was working here as the head guy.
And I told him, I said, you gotta earn it, you gotta get into it. So he went to Chicago for a year, and there was really good remarks there. So when Josh too left for Orlando to be the head guy, I told Helms and everyone else, I said, hey, you know, I know we gotta go through interviews, but I really wanna give this guy a look.
You're working with your best friend, so like, you know, him and I will butt heads a couple times, you know, but like at the end of the day, we're best friends and we know it.
We have our battles, we're friends, so it's kind of like a brother thing. We fight sometimes, but it's unbelievable working with someone you know, you've known your whole life and your best friend, and you know each other inside and out, so you know that, you know, he knows what I'm gonna do, I know what he's gonna do, so we work off each other perfectly. I think the players see it too.
The truck rides these guys go on to make sure our guys arrive to cities and go straight to hotels, little things that I've been in now 2 different organizations in the American League that what they do goes a long, long way.
I love to be behind the scenes and not recognized. Like for me, this is kind of hard because I like to be in a shadow. I like the guys to be successful and do really well, and I don't want any compliments for it. I just want to know that they're happy.
The hours are long.
Last week we played in Springfield on Wednesday. It was a 22-hour day from start to finish with driving and setting up and all that.
You get back here late, 3 a.m., something like that, and we usually do all the laundry too, so we don't get out of here until about 4:30 or so.
Come back in at 8 o'clock the next morning for, You know, it wasn't everybody, but even if there's guys at the rink, we got to be here. So, you know, we got about 3.5 hours of sleep that night, come back in. An average work week for us is 90 hours, give or take, depending on the schedule.
I just love being around the equipment and like hockey. It's great.
We love the game, we love being here, we love the boys. I say my home is my hotel, and this is actually my home at the Giants Center for 8 months. My actual house is just a place I sleep, and that's it.
I wouldn't change it for anything in the world.
I love every minute of it, and I wouldn't change it. Oh yeah, I've been working with a couple guys. Scarbs. You're good. What? You're good.
They're good?
Yep.
Sweet, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Rock and roll. And sharpen. But he'll think they're good.
Do you run into stuff like that where guys are?
Yeah, because they don't know we sharpened yesterday. We sharpened everybody the day before. They don't know it. So I just let them sit here, and then they come back with it. But they don't know one.